What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the last video I put out until I move away for college, so this is going to be a kind of chill video where you can just sit back, put it on in the background. I'm going to be showing you guys my HSR account. It's a day one account and I've spent zero money on it, alright? I wanted to make this because this patch 3.4 I 3-starred Pure Fiction and I 3-starred Apocalyptic Shadow for the first time, and I was so hyped. I did it on stream. Follow the TikTok and follow the Twitch. You see guys on the right side or the left side. Anyways, I still can't get past Memory of Chaos, bruh. It's too hard for my account. Yeah, alright, let's get into the characters. Alright, starting off with Casters. I run Casters with the Triby, Hyacinth, and RMC team. That's like literally the best team in the game right now. And you don't even have to think when you play this team. So I'm using Bailu's signature light cone because of the HP, right? I literally don't have any other remembrance stuff. So she's on 8.3k HP, and her crit rate and crit damage is alright, I guess. Let's see, her traces are not maxed out, and her relics are just the basic ones that you would use. She's E0. I don't have any hold on, sorry. All of my 5 stars are E0, alright? Except the ones that I use are E0. Okay, next is Triby. She is actually my best support, not because of like her character, but like stats wise too, right? So she's on S2DDD, guys. I'm a day one player and all I have to show for it is S2DDD, right? I see all these other accounts that started day one. They haven't spent any money. They have like 2 S5 Dance Dance Dance. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Anyways, her traces are almost maxed out. Her relics are the same as Casterus. Obviously, E0. She is my best support by far. Alright, next, Hyacinth. This was my favorite character out of the Amphorius cast because of her play style, and also like the follow-ups are just so satisfying. So she's on 204 speed. She's running the free-to-play light cone. Her traces almost maxed out. I should probably upgrade this, but here we go. So she's using like the Celiosi set or whatever, and like the Grove set, also E0. And next, RMC. Now this is where people in the comments might get a little bit, like, they might disagree with me. So I run him on the free-to-play light cone, but okay, you're gonna see this a lot from my characters though. First of all, a lot of my traces are not maxed out, bro. I actually did not realize how bad this was. Like, none of his traces are maxed out, or a majority of them. Anyways, he's on Eagle set, okay. And I saw this in like a showcase where like they 0-cycled with this same team, the Casters team. So I don't know. I think it feels good for skill points and also to charge up mem. So that's why I use Eagle set. But my Eagle pieces are so bad. 7, a 4, and then guys, I don't know if it's just me. I think it's for everyone, but all my planar sets have like no speed substats. Is that just me, or is that like everyone else? Anyways, he's E6. And then next, okay. So that's my most recent team, you know, the meta team. Obviously, the most recent characters are going to be most powerful. Alright, next is Firefly. My Firefly's pretty chopped, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, 2.2k attack is so bad. Oh. I lucky should have looked over my account before I made this video, but her light cone is not max. Her traces are not max, but she's running the Kalpaji, whatever, lantern set, E0. What's her break effect? Okay, her break effect is 212. I don't know if that's good or not. Okay, Acheron. Low-key, she fell off, but the only reason she fell off is because I didn't pull for supports for her. I didn't pull for Jiao Cho. I didn't pull for Cypher. So she's stuck with like Pela and like Black Swan, right? But she's on 132 speed. Her crit rate and crit damage, I would say, is pretty good, I think. And, whoa, sorry. And, boom, S2. This right here was the first time I've ever gotten 2 5-stars in the same pull, was when I pulled for a Lycon. Because I heard she was a Lycon merchant, so I had to pull. Anyways, her traces are also not maxed, and yeah, she's running Izumo and Dead Waters. Here the Pioneer set, also E0. Next, Robin. Is this free to play? I think this is free to play. This is either free to play or event. Her traces are not max. I'm gonna stop saying that people's traces aren't maxed out, because honestly, it's gonna be like that for everyone. Anyway, Von Whack and 2-piece, Prisoner and Musketeer of Wild Wheat. I run speed boots on her because I don't have good speed substats to get her to the 120 mark to activate Von Whack, right? But I tried using her with Kafka, but I'll talk about that later. Alright, next is the 5-star that I regret pulling for the most, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this, but I actually regret pulling for Fuge. The reason is because, first of all, she's like a dedicated support for like Firefly, and Firefly fell off. So, but when Sprite comes back in meta, I don't know if it ever will, then I'll have her. But also because when I was getting Firefly relics, I just used her leftover ones, and her leftover ones are pretty bad. So, yeah, I also would have no clue how to build her. Yeah, like, planar sets are such a pain in the butt to farm, guys. Like, I don't know. Okay. She's using level 60 solitary healing. That's how fast I moved on from this character. Alright. Himiko, she's level 80 for pure fiction, but I don't really use her. So, yeah, she's broken. Whatever. Okay, next is Ronmei. I do use her a lot with Kafka and Black Swan. So she's using Memories of the Past. Yeah, that's really the only one that I use for her. And then she's using the Watchmaker and Von Whack, E0, just pretty standard Ronmei. Alright, so I used to be a dot main, Kafka, Black Swan, Ronmei, Adventurine, right? That was my team, or Gallagher instead of Adventurine. But just my builds just weren't good enough, you know? Like, I at least stopped playing when this set came out, and then I had like, what, the 2,400 Trailblaze power. I spent all of that on the Prisoner of Deep Confinement, and this is all I have to show for it, guys. My speed substats are awful, and I know you not need a lot of speed for the dot teams, but at least my planar sets are kinda good. But yeah, my Kafka is not impressive at all, and she was my first 5-star too. Next, Black Swan. She's using a 4-star Lycon to get the effect hit rate up. She's also using the Prisoner of Deep Confinement and the I don't even know what this is. This is for like effect hit rate, but she's not that great. Yeah, she's not that great. Next is Bronya. I don't really use her because I don't have a dedicated hyper carry. Like, I don't really have like Jing Liu, or I don't have like Blade or something like that. But I do have her signature Lycon. That's what's called, signature Lycon. She's on Sacrados and Broken Q. Oh, she's E2. Okay, she's E2. I've lost my 50-50 to her twice, and I picked her for the free 5-star. from the standard banner. Okay, next is Archer. Got him for free. Guys, for like a whole 2 weeks, I was on that like the Archer hype, guys. Like I fully built him. So he fully maxed out chases except for the basic. He's on the quantum set and the Rudolent arena. But guys, I don't know how to build him, right? People are saying to get like 100% crit rate, but then how am I supposed to get enough crit damage, right? So tell me in the comments of how I'm supposed to build Archer, because I honestly have like no clue. I'm pretty lost. But yeah, he's at base speed. But he still does a lot of damage, even if he has 101 crit damage. Okay, next, Dr. Ratio. All of his relics are on Himeko. But yeah, I used to use him with Bronya and the Hunt March 7th. But March 7th's Rudolent Arena set and her this one, this Lycon. Yeah, this was on March 7th. But I will be pulling for Evernight though. Evernight, I will have Evernight, trust. Glenifin, I used to use her. This no more. Okay, Herda, I use her a lot for pure fiction, like actually, and for farming artifacts. She's on Genius's Repose S3. Her traces are whatever. She's on two-piece, cause guys, this is my best artifact by far. Look at this. This is crazy. This is insane. 3 crit damage rolls, yeah. Like what? How would you not use this? So, yeah, she's my best 4-star by far. Okay, next is my Gallagher. I use him for my dot teams and also use him for like my second teams, like my Archer team. Sorry, my Archer team. He's level 77. I don't think I'll ever get him to level 80 because I don't know. I just always kept him at level 77. Using Quid, Pro Quo to help with Archer. His traces or whatever. Speed, because I need him to keep doing all those basic attacks. Get his ultimate, and then do another basic attack. Just keep getting all those skill points, right? E6, and yeah. Next is Lynx. I used her for like the longest time when I didn't have Aventurine and when I didn't have Hyacinth. I was running Lynx, Gallagher, Aventurine, and Natasha. So yeah, she's doesn't really have a build because all of her relics went to other people. Okay, this is a character that I want to come back into the meta like the most. Like Aventurine, I need him to come back into the meta. So he's using this when I'm on the dot teams or like the Acheron team, but he's usually using this one, the day 1 of my new life. Yeah, so yeah, look, not like look at this, guys. Literally not even leveled traces. He has a, is this 3-star? No, oh, he has a 4-star artifact, and whenever I use him, nothing dies. So that just goes to show like how like OP Aventurine is. But if he did come back into the meta, I would definitely build him so that he would do 1, more damage, but 2, he would also have more HP, and I would level his traces. I mean, more defense. Okay. Alright, next is my Hanya. When I use her on my Archer team, she's either on... Bro, why do I keep voice cracking, bro? Jeez. Alright. She's usually on Bronya signature or DDD, okay? She's on 180 speed, because she's whoa, what is she running? I'm surprised. I'm as surprised as you guys. E6. How is she at 180 and I have some random artifacts? Alright, whatever. Next, oh my god, my Argenti arc, bro. This is the character that I regret building the most, Argenti, because bro, there's this one pure fiction that I could never ever even fathom to clear. So I just tried to haphazardly build him, and it just never worked. So Luca, don't really use him. Pela, so usually on the Eagle set, but RMC is on it. She's E6 too, pretty cool. Sampo, bro, I haven't been on Sampo's page in so long. Yeah, I haven't been on Sampo's page in so long, but I never use him. QQ, I tried building an early game. Nope. Natasha, the OG. She still has the shared feeling that I would use on her. Yeah. Asta was my replacement for... Who was she my replacement for? Let me think. She was my replacement for... I don't know. I used her speed thing because I couldn't reach like a speed benchmark. But I forget who I used her with. Maybe it was Firefly. Was it? I'm not sure. Right, next is Ting Yoon. I tried building her for Archer, but I just didn't have enough Trailblaze power. And then then I just got lazy. And I just didn't want to do it anymore. Arlin, Danhung, nope. Sushang. Serval, Bailu, never. Okay, these are all the people that have lost my 50-50s to, okay? E3, Bailu. E2, Clara. Yanqing. Jeffrey. Welt. Gosh, this makes me so mad, bro. E3, Bailu, bro. Oh my gosh. She's the reason I don't have, like, she's the reason I don't have a Glaya. She's the reason I don't have Sunday. I could have a OP account, but instead I have 5 Eidolons on standard banner 5 stars, but it's all good. And I don't use any of these guys. Yeah, okay. Anyways, that was my account review. Thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, maybe like 2 things before I go, or 2 tips before I go. If you want to build characters, please do one at a time. Like, it'll just make your life so much easier. Especially, okay, don't farm artifacts last, okay? Do all your leveling, then farm all your artifacts. And then, if you have characters that use the same artifacts, or if the artifacts domain, you know how it has 2 artifacts? If you need artifact sets, if you have those 2 artifact sets, and you need those for different characters, just farm the most efficient one, okay? But just do one character at a time, alright? Trust me, it'll be so much faster. That's how my account really fell apart. Even though I'm a day 1 player, I still don't have 3 teams to reliably clear content. It's because I did not focus on finishing my characters. So please finish your characters and then move on to the next one. But yeah, this game is for fun. Pull for whoever you want. Honestly, you don't even have to listen to my advice. You could just farm for 1 piece for everyone at a time. You can do whatever you want. At the end of the day, this game is for fun. Like, bro, Hoyoverse probably only does this for money. But yeah, I enjoy this game. I'll be streaming the 3.5 story, I don't know when. Maybe in like a week. Because I don't know how the Wi-Fi is going to be at my college dorm. But yeah, oh, I will record my March 7th pulls, don't worry. I'm so hyped for that character. I did hear that she's a caster support. Or sub DPS, which is kind of crazy. So it'll free up one of these 3. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.